And was talking about the defence not being good enough, Macca. Is it clear where he feels that their main problems lie?
Well, I think it screams from the page, really. They're conceding so many goals, aren't they? To score 2 away from home and still get beat. Liverpool have to score 3 every game for a chance to win the game. So
that's 14 now.
Yeah,
They'd only conceded 5 at this stage last season.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, you have to defend from the front. You have to be more organised. This is Liverpool's 3rd game in a week, as we've mentioned before. They played Wednesday away from home against Eintracht Frankfurt, away from home in the Champions League, and then straight away a league game away from home. You knew exactly what you were going to get against Brentford because we know how Brentford play. And they didn't deviate from that, Brentford, yet Liverpool didn't set up for this type of game. It was always going to be hard. It's always hard after an away Champions League game. So you have to come in, defend for 20, 25 minutes, play ugly, do whatever you want to stay in the game, and then your good players, when fatigue starts to set in and space starts to appear, that's when you make the most of it. But Liverpool didn't do that. They kicked off and they were all over the place, and they give 5 throw-ins away in the first couple of minutes, and they had a warning and then another warning, and you know, we're sitting up there thinking Brentford are going to score now.
Is that an attitude thing then, Mac?
I don't
Is
know.
that not enough willing to do the dirty work?
No, I don't think so, because these players have won the Champions League and they've won the league and they've won many, many trophies. I just think it's a collection of, I don't know, at this moment in time, new faces, lack of positional strength, lack of ability just to say, you know what, let's sit in here for 10 minutes. We're struggling here. We're losing the ball here. We're giving away silly possession. Let's just sit for 10 minutes and clear our lines and get us a bunch and make us difficult to break down. And they're not. They've conceded 3. Ouattara had a couple of headers. They could have conceded more. And they're gambling because they're always behind in games. So they're gambling again and putting more forwards on. And when you're putting 4 or 5 forwards on like they finish with, the game gets too stretched. And you're always hoping and gambling and hoping that we get a winner or an equaliser. And I agree with the manager today. Man United, Chelsea, there was bits of good play. Today there wasn't. They looked chaotic, individualistic, and they did not play as a side that looked as if, you know what, we're going to get a result here.
Arne Slot, he's got a lot of credit in the bank, obviously, after winning the title last season, but what are the things that he's getting wrong?
I feel like first things first, I think changing so many players from a title-winning side is madness for me. I know maybe they probably looked at Ekitike and thought, we've got to get him, but we really want Isak. So that's 2 they probably brought in. Frimpong was forced upon them with Trent. But I can't remember a team winning the title and changing 4 players that you expect to be your starters. So it's difficult. He's trying to balance it. The midfield's all over the place for me in terms of, we talked about Jordan Henderson being in a possible player who, not to go back to Liverpool, of course not, but someone like that of the ilk who's a talker, who can knit it together. So when there's the turnovers, there's space. Even when they were winning games that we were highlighting, this just doesn't look right. Teams are breaking on them through the midfield. You know, McAllister's sitting there with his gloves on today. He's not playing, you know. That just hasn't worked so far. He looks quite lightweight in that position. So the balance in midfield, and I just think there's just been too much change too quickly, which is unlike Liverpool. They don't usually make that many changes, particularly from a winning side.